Brilliant, experienced, invisible. Most experts do not lack insight, they lack influence infrastructure. Experience does not automatically become authority. Your ideas are trapped. The market cannot reward what it cannot see. Drafts sit unfinished, recordings are never published, and LinkedIn is inconsistent. Course ideas are stalled, and a book has been coming soon for years. So why does this happen? Because fragmented effort kills momentum. If there's no system, there's no compounding. The book is treated as a separate project. DIY courses don't really hold up when it comes to quality. Social media is treated as this boring daily obligation, and the podcast is just this side effort. Each is handled in isolation, and none of it can compound. The old way looks like this. The book takes 1 to 2 years, when we can get it done in 90 days. The course takes 6 months. Social is 3+ hours or even more a day. And if you outsource to writers, they require a lot of management, and most agencies just produce generic output. What's the result? Burnout, inconsistency, and no ecosystem. Authority needs to be a system. So we have 3 services, but 1 architecture. The book is the authority anchor. The course is your scalable IP, and our social content engine is what gives you visibility. The flow is simple. The book feeds the course, and the course feeds the engine. So let's start with pillar 1, the book. We actually provide book coaching interviews. We do the outlining and the positioning. We do the writing and the editing. And we also design, produce, and publish. So you get authority without this long-winded 2-year writing process. The outcome is a print, digital, and audio book, an asset that opens doors and leads to premium clients. Then we go to pillar 2, the course. We handle the instructional design, the graphics, the visuals, the animations, voiceover if necessary, production, editing, and launch. We can turn your expertise into structured leverage. The outcome is a professional learning product and a course that can replace your live workshops and a new scalable revenue channel. And the last pillar, our social content engine. We record, we edit, we repurpose, and we publish. So you get consistency without the execution burden. The outcome is this consistent weekly posting across channels and content driving inbound leads and increased authority that converts into sales. So this is the influence flywheel. The book feeds the course and articles, the course feeds the content engine, and social promotes both. Audience growth drives lead generation, and lead generation reinforces authority. This is compounding. When everything is integrated, you're building this influence infrastructure. Content visibility, structured intellectual property, and scalable revenue streams, along with executive positioning and expanding your network. All of this leads to higher ticket opportunities. So who's this for? We built this for established consultants, founders, executive leaders, firms from anywhere from 1 solopreneur all the way up to 50 employees, experienced operators, and long-term thinkers. It's not for beginners, not for vanity metric chasers, not for trend-driven creators, and not for those unwilling to build long-term authority. Why did we build this? We built this because great messages should be seen. It is designed to remove execution friction entirely. It is built to compound intellectual capital over time. So why Content Kitchen? Well, Jan Zucker, who's my good friend and business partner, is the founder of Digital Content Creators and now Content Kitchen. For over 40 years, he's helped hundreds of authors, coaches, and all kinds of content creators move beyond isolated projects to create interconnected systems that amplify their expertise and expand their influence. We're trusted by institutions and companies like the Dawn Sign Press, John Baldoni, Einstream Media, Authors Connection, the Jazz Leadership Project, as well as many others. And now I'm just going to show you some of our testimonials where you can see the kind of results that we get for our clients. Dan Wright talks about how we get world-class results, which is absolutely true. John David Buell, an author, talks about how we transformed his book from a dream into a reality. John Baldoni talks about how our design for his leadership course was very crisp and inspired. And James Drescher, another author, talks about how we're very professional, we're responsive, and our work is superb. So here's what happens next. Step one, a strategy call. We understand your goals and your current positioning. Step two, we have a pillar mapping session where we identify the right sequence for your influence stack. And then step three, we develop a custom influence plan, a tailored roadmap for your authority ecosystem. If you book with us now, you'll receive a free influence audit, content gap analysis, pillar mapping blueprint, and a book feasibility review. We have limited spots available. So let's build influence that compounds. If your ideas deserve scale, let us engineer it. Book your strategy session now.